literally just the syntax of Clojure and ClojureScript, those lists, vectors, maps, and sets that I showed you. But we have readers for these, both in Clojure and in ClojureScript, that we can take those strings, those streams of characters, and turn them back into data structures. And now there are some projects to actually implement this in other languages as well. So we can use this as a data interchange format that is richer and more powerful than JSON. So here's one example of something that we can do with EDN, is this thing called tagged literals. So how many of you have ever run into a bug where your program didn't work because you had a date stored in a string and you got the wrong string format at one end or the other? It's really easy. Yeah, it's a very easy problem to run into because there is no native type to represent a date in JSON. So ClojureScript and Clojure have this thing called a tagged literal. It's written like this, so #inst for instant. That is followed by a string, and the format of that string is specified by the data format. So it must look exactly like that, or you get an error when you try to parse it. But what we've done here is that inst is just a label, and we can define how we want to interpret that label. So in the JVM, we might want to read it as a Java util date, or a Joda datetime, or a calendar, or any other date library you want to use. In JavaScript, we'll read it as a JavaScript date, or whatever datetime library you're using in JavaScript. And you can define your own tags. So this becomes a really flexible, powerful way to exchange data that is typed, where you have a known type, even if you have different representations of that type on the server and the client. So just as